starting a little late today, but we got our first order to pick up right now, which is not too bad of an order. But we're gonna be answering this question today, man. Is Uber Eats in 2025 worth doing?
Just ahead, turn right.
Let me go pick up this order and we'll talk about that. First order picked up, and it's at this nice little restaurant right here. Honestly, we gotta come try this. Let's go get this delivered. Just delivered the first order, and if you don't know, the tip gets included at the end. So right now it's not showing the entire total, but at the end of the video, I will show you guys everything that I earned. And look, there's three main things that you really have to consider to see if doing Uber Eats is worth it for you, at least. And the first and really the most important one, actually the third one's pretty important too, but the first one that is probably the most important is if you're only doing Uber Eats alone. If that's the only gig app that you're actually going to be using and earning money from. Because I'm telling you right now, if Uber Eats is the only app that you're going to be using, it is not worth it. Depending on your market, Uber Eats might do better or worse than in other markets. But from my own experience, Uber Eats alone is definitely not enough by itself. You definitely need to multi-app and get these different offers from these different apps to make the most amount of money. And if you rely on one app, and this really goes for any of the gig apps, because if you rely on any one of the apps, either you get banned or that day is slow for that app, or sometimes there's no orders for that app. It's all these little different variables, and that's why multi-apping is definitely the way to go. Before we get to the second reason, let's go pick up another order. Just finished dropping off the second order, and I'm trying to get a little clip of me dropping off the food at the front door because I personally like how that looks, and I feel like it makes the video kind of cool. But these two people have been coming out to the front door and taking it on my hand, which makes it easier and it's smooth regardless. But I just like adding that little clip when I'm filming these videos. But regardless of that, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I know it's really short. I'm gonna do this again tomorrow. Pick up right here. Just dropped off that $2 order. Honestly, not that good of an order, but we were headed this way and it was a pretty short distance, so we'll take that to keep ourselves busy. Hopefully we get some nice orders to finish off this day, and it is a new day. Today we'll see how many orders we get, and we'll talk about if it's actually worth doing Uber Eats. Literally like an hour and a half later, and we finally get another order. And this is the thing with Uber Eats and only using one of the gig apps. Sometimes things are so slow that you will be sitting for a while. And that's why in the first point I talked about multi-apping, which is something that you definitely need to be doing, because waiting an hour, almost 2 hours literally, is one of the worst things. But we're about to go pick this up and get it delivered, which is actually not a bad order. And then I'll talk about the second point. It's freaking heavy. We were waiting in there, we got a second order on top of it for a really nice little bonus pay. As I was saying, as I was waiting in there, I got a second order, and things like that just happen out of nowhere and can change the whole trajectory of your night on Uber Eats. You like that word? Trajectory. If we get one more order on top of this, it'll be a decent night. Honestly, you are striving for at least $100. It really depends. But second reason, if Uber Eats will be worth it to you, is dependent on what car you are driving. Because if you're driving a car that eats gas like crazy, it is not going to be worth it. After maintenance and expenses with gas, insurance, whatever it may be, it might not be worth it, because you might be seeing all that money coming in, but if you're spending more than half of what you're making on your car, whether it's gas or maintenance, it's not going to be worth it in the long run. nice little drop off right there. Hopefully that's the right one. Yeah, okay, cool. Woo! Next delivery, 15 minutes away. Nah, I'm joking, bro. You speed the limit. You gotta drive the speed limit and be freaking respectful and casual to everybody in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get one more after this. Because if we do, honestly, that will make up for that hour. And like, is it too dark right now?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh! For an extra mile, $10. Oh my God, I'll take that!
Head to your pickup at Shannon Tire.
Oh my goodness! Legendary run, man! I was low-key gonna say, cause like when you get no orders, the momentum starts to die and you start to feel like, dang, like this sucks. But once you start getting orders like this, oh my goodness. One major tip when it rains, if you can, do some delivery, because a lot of people order when it starts to rain. Let's go pick this up.
Just ahead, proceed straight to
There we go. Another order picked up and we're off. Sometimes you do have to wait. That wasn't that bad of a wait. If you ever have to wait for so long, that ruins the mood too. And it makes your money go down, man, because the longer you wait, the less orders you're gonna be able to actually do. What the fuck? He said he didn't get a drink. But this was what? But I mean, that's his bag though.
Maybe the other.
Wait, he's checking it. He's checking it. Oh, it's because this one. Okay, nah, I fucked up.
What?
They're both at hotels, so I figured the other one was for this food because it was at a hotel. But I guess this delivery's at a hotel too. I think that's where I got mixed up. Honestly, I don't know. But his name matched. He got his food.
turn right on El Camino.
That's all that matters. Now let's go drop off this, guys. Look, meet in lobby too. What the heck? So, oh no, this is okay. No, this is right. It was for the lady.
Yeah, because we got that order like 50 minutes ago.
Nah, it wasn't that long. It wasn't that long. It couldn't be that long. Whew. All right. Delivered all those orders right there. Heading home. If we get one more order on the way home, we will take it. But when we get home, I'll break down the last point to see if Uber Eats is worth doing for you. Let's go. Got the pickup right here. Was heading home and got this little Taco Bell order. Let's go get this dropped off. Got that one dropped off. Easy apartment to find. Now we're actually headed home. If we get one more, we'll probably do it. But this is pretty much the end of the night. And we're back the following day with the results. And we made $63.27 for those 2 days. And then wasn't like full shifts, but honestly, not too bad. That last day, those last couple orders that we got back to back really made up for it. And the last thing to consider before doing Uber Eats in 2025 or even going into 2026 is how are you going to be doing it? And what I mean by this is, are you going to do this full time? Are you going to do it on the side? What is it that you're trying to do with this? Because if you're going to do Uber Eats alone full time, man, it probably won't be beneficial. But if you're going to mix it in with other apps, or if you're going to do it on the weekend when you're bored and just trying to make a little bit of extra money, pass the time with like your friends, your girlfriend, whatever it may be, then honestly, it's not bad. But definitely consider what car you're driving. Consider being on multiple gig apps at once. And consider doing it as a side hustle. Don't do it as a main source of income, because me personally, there's people that can get away with it and people that can do it depending on your area and other things of that nature. But I personally do not want to deal with the stress of knowing like if I don't get orders or if I don't get good tips, I won't be able to cover some expenses. That's just how I feel about it. But doing it on the side to pass some time, make some videos, I actually kind of enjoy it, man. Like going to stores, picking up food and delivering is actually a somewhat pleasant thing, because I've been a mailman worker before, and I've been Amazon delivery driver. And parts of that job I really enjoy. Other parts, of course, is stressful, hard, and all these other things. But actually getting things and then delivering them is something that I kind of enjoy, which is kind of weird, but I do. I really do. But yeah, we made $63, and now to go over my expenses, pretty much the charging is what I'm gonna go over. Charging cost is $0, because today, which was the following day after what you guys just saw at work, I charge for free. You know what I mean? So every day that I work at the factory, I pretty much charge for free. And then on the weekend, like the last day before the weekend starts, I get full tank or like a full charge pretty much. And then that sometimes, depending on how much driving I do, carries me to the next work day, because I get like 3 to 4 days off depending. Usually it carries me off to the next week. Sometimes it doesn't, so sometimes I do gotta fill up midweek or whatever. But even then, like, I might not have to do a full charge. It depends. But yeah, that's a blessing that I have at work, and something that really comes in handy. But thank you guys for watching. If you're new, make sure to like and subscribe. And I don't think I have anything else to mention. Or do I? I don't think so. But if I do, we'll talk about it later. Take care.